Hi, I'm Jeff Spock from Amplitude Studios, and welcome to another episode of Endless Cocktails, part of the Endless Summer 2023 extravaganza from Amplitude Studios. Now, today's cocktail is called the Bloody Melee, as it's one of the cocktails that the heroes can drink before they take off on a run into the station, where they will certainly run into a lot of Bloody Melee. As you may have guessed, it's based on the Earth cocktail, the Bloody Mary. For those of you who are curious, the story of the Bloody Mary starts probably, we think, around 1921. There was a French bartender working at the American bar in Paris. His name was Fernand Petiot, and he first came up with not just the vodka and tomato juice, mixture, but he started to add all these other ingredients that made it such a popular cure for the next morning. So, as always, we start with roughly 2 ounces or 60 milliliters of, well, in Fassy's case, on the station, in Endless Dungeon, 2 ounces of something distilled and strong. But frankly, even if you make it virgin with just water, that's not bad. There's enough flavor in it already. If you can't find on the station actual vodka, in the headquarters district, you can probably break into somebody's locker from one of the old dignitaries. One of the wealthy guys used to live there, steal something from his private stock. No one's going to tell. It's okay. On top of that, you're going to add, it's up to you. I would probably go with about 4 ounces of tomato juice. Now, Fassy apparently can use beef tank blood. Now, beef tank is one of the monsters in the station. I'm not sure I'm as brave as Fassy, so I am going with the traditional tomato juice choice. We can mix that around a little bit. Now, this is a built cocktail, which is different from either a stirred or a shaken. That means you build it in the glass from the ground up, and then you serve it. You might want to shake it, but I believe the traditional method is to build. So on top of that, we're going to add some bitters. Bitters, well, something bitter and somewhat vegetable-y. Celery bitters would be a good choice. If you're on the station, anything bitter, any plant you pull off the wall in the devotion garden and are willing to eat, you could try that. A little bit of on Earth Worcestershire sauce. I think on the station, they're probably going to use something a little more dangerous and a little less pleasant. To get that peppery feel, they might use some of Shroom's Death Hallows peppers. But, you know, since those aren't very available on Earth, you'll have to try something different. Sorry, this is an IQ test and a cocktail. A little bit of that just to add the je ne sais, oh, that's awful. To add that lovely, lovely scent. Now, because it's the Bloody Mary, we can garnish that in many entertaining ways. You can start with some citrus, add a celery stalk, which is very traditional. I think it's gorgeous. So the garnish is really up to you. It depends on what you feel like nibbling while you're drinking. If you have beef tank blood in there, I advise you to have something very strong to eat. Otherwise, it's going to be an unpleasant experience. So a little bit of something aromatic to touch it off. Now, if you're in the station, apparently they use ground up bug wings that have been soaked in alcohol. I wouldn't be that desperate. I think I'll simply go for something more like a little secret recipe. Now, if you check the recipe in the comments, you can look up and see the details for yourself. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna look at that and admire its beauty. I don't think I'm gonna try to drink it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Endless Dungeon, the game, is coming out this year on October 19th on PC and console. So even if you can't make the beverages at home, you can certainly try them in the game. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.